Alright, so this is the first problem. X plus 2 squared is greater than x plus 14. So first, we're going to write it with the equal sign. Then we'll get all the numbers to one side. Well, actually, we'll multiply out x plus 2 squared first. Now you subtract x plus 14 from both sides. Now we can factor it out. So x minus 2 times x plus 5 equals 0. So x equals 2 and x equals negative 5. Alright. So we're going to put negative 2 here, 5, and go negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll go with 6 and negative 3. Alright, so now we take this right here. If it's like this, it's going to be a filled in circle. If it's just like this, it's going to be an open circle. So we put an open circle at negative 2 and 5. And now we have to test 3 points to decide which way the arrows go. So I'll pick 0. I'll pick negative 3. And I'll pick 6. Now we plug them into here. So 0 plus 2 is greater than 0 plus 2 squared is greater than 0 plus 14. So this is 4 is greater than 14, which is false. So 0 is false. Now I'm going to make some room. Alright, negative 3 plus 2 squared is greater than negative 3 plus 14. Alright, and then we set, so this is negative 1 squared, which is 1, greater than we'll pick a different negative number. We'll pick negative 10. Alright, negative 10 plus 2 squared is greater than negative 10 plus 14. So we got negative 8 squared is greater than 4. So that's going to be 64 is greater than 4, which is true. Alright, and the last one we're going to test is 6. So 6 plus 2 is greater than 6 plus 14. This is going to be 8 squared is greater than 20. 64 is greater than 20. This is true. I'll just put a T. Okay, so now if we connect them like this would be wrong because we tested 0. 0 is like right there, and it doesn't equal 0, so it'd be wrong to put it there. So actually, they're going to be pointed out this way because that's where it makes the problem true. I'll go a little faster on this one. This one's going to be a filled-in dot. So first I'll factor it out. The factors are going to be negative 10 and 3. X equals 10. X equals negative 3. And then we'll plot the points. Here, we'll make some marks real quick. Okay, so this is going to be negative 3. This will be 10. And we'll go at negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, negative 4, negative 5, 11, 12. Now we have test points. So I'll pick 0, negative 5, and 12. Alright, 0 squared minus 7 times 0 minus 30 is greater or equal to 0, which is false because negative 30 is less than 0. For 0, 0 is false. Try negative 5 now. So we got 25 plus 35 minus 30 is greater or equal to 0. Is this true? Because it's going to be 30 is greater or equal to 0. Next one is 144. 12 squared is 144 minus 7 times 12, which is 84 minus 30 equal to 0. So that's going to be 144 minus 114. It's going to be 30 is greater or equal to 0, which is true. So our arrows are going to be pointing out towards the true way. Remember, it's going to be a filled-in dot. So it's going to be like this. Alright, solve the thing for y. First, you're going to multiply by 4 minus y. It's going to be x times 4 minus y equals 2. Divide by 2. Or divide by x. So you got 4 minus y equals 2. Divide by x. And now we're going to subtract 4. So you got negative y equals 2 over x minus 4. Divide by a negative 1. So it's going to be y equals negative 2 over x plus 4. Okay, I'll go to this problem. Negative 2y is less than x plus 14. So I'll graph x plus 14 first. So you gotta solve for y first. Divide by negative 2, so you got y is equal to x divided by negative 2 minus 7. And now we'll graph that and be this is going to be the line here. Except it's going to be dashed instead. It's going to be like that. It's dashed because it's just this. Oh, I gotta change it back. Just this. If it was this, it would be a solid line. Since it's this, it's dashed. And now we want, we'll test a point 0, 0 into the original equation. So negative 2 times 0 is less than 0 plus 14. 0 is less than 14. This is true. So we know all of this above the line has got to be true as well. And the part down here is false, so we don't color that part in. Okay, next one. We got x plus 2 squared. So we'll go graph x plus 2 squared first. Now it's going to be dashed again, so I'll graph the other one first. 4 minus x. So I'll do it in a different color. And minus x is going to be like this. Now get the dashed line. It's going to look something like that. They're both dashed because they're both just equal to or greater or less than. Now we have to test a point to figure out what part to shade. So I'm going to test the point -2, 2, this point right there for both. So we'll do -2. 2 is less than -2 plus 2 squared. 2 is less than 0 squared. This is false. So I know this is the wrong part to shade in. Alright, it's not going to be in there. Obviously, I have the answer key, so I know what point it's going to be. I'm going to test this point, 6, 0. So I do 0 is less than 6 plus 2 squared. So 0 is less than 8 squared, which is 64. 0 is less than 64. This is true. Now it has to be true for both to start shading. So 0 is greater than 4 minus 6. 0 is greater than -2. This is true. So now we know where to shade. It's going to be everywhere above the red line, but outside the Baja Blast colored line. So we go shade here, and then we shade in here. Because this part over here is above the red line, but it's outside the blue line. And if the graph was bigger, there'd be more area to shade. It'd be like this. Alright, next problem. Solve for y, I'm assuming. Yep. First, you're going to square both sides. You get 2y plus 1 equals x squared plus 6x plus 9. Now you're going to simplify. Now you divide by 2. Oh, sorry, you didn't have to factor it out there, it looks like. Okay, so it's just going to be x plus 3 squared. And subtract 1, 2y equals x plus 3 squared minus 1. Now divided by 2. Y equals x plus 3 squared minus 1 divided by 2. That's your answer. Okay, solve for y here. So we'll multiply by y, and we get 5y equals 5x plus 2 minus 1. Oh, sorry. First, you're gonna add 1. So 6 equals 5x plus 2 divided by y. So you get 6y multiplied by y now. 6y equals 5x plus 2 divided by 6. Y equals 5, 6x plus 1/3. Which is the same thing as 5x plus 2 over 6. I just simplified it a little differently. Okay, last one for this video. First, you're gonna take a y out of both. So it's gonna be y times 3 plus x. Because think about it, y times 3 is 3y, you get that, and x times y is xy. So you're just pulling the y out, really. Equals 5. And now it's really easy. Y equals 5 divided by 3 plus x.